Okay, so I think we are live. Actually, let me send a message over here. But today, I don't actually know if we're going to get to the end, but I would like to see if that's a possibility. Streaming. There's also not a main quest, but kind of a side quest type deal that I'd like to do. But we'll see if I get there. But I found the way into the Great Hyrule Forest, and I know there's some kind of side quest there to do. And interestingly enough, there's not an entrance in this game above ground. You actually have to go below ground to this light route, and then like go up from here, from this thing. There's a pillar that leads all the way up to the Korok Grove. So we might do that just to see what's there. And then if it's anything kind of not super interesting, then we'll, you know, do our thing. It's a little loud. Alright, let's see. I can't quite remember where I had my audio sound. I'll wait for Bree to come back and let me know if it's good. But okay, first off, let's swap my armor. What mask do I want to use? Apparently you can do something to get this hood, to make it so he can put the hood down, so it's not always up. I should do that. That would look nice. Better defense than what I have going on right now, too. My weapons are a little weird right now. Put this on. But, we'll make it work. Try to break this one. And we're good. So if I go straight up from here with Ascend ability... Actually, I do kind of want to check my sound before this goes on for too long and I'm fucking sounding weird. Okay. So what is happening right now? Can I fucking... Okay, it decided for me that I was going up. Yeah, that's a little loud. Thought that was the case. So maybe it was like there. Okay. We'll try that out. Hello. Big tree. Are you good? You guys okay? This is where the Master Sword was in the first game. Uh-oh. Everyone's in zombie mode. Let's go ahead and touch this thing. Touch grass. Touch statue. Mayuna, welcome! Welcome. How are you doing? Let me know if my audio sounds okay. I had to play with it a little bit. It was a little too loud a minute ago. Maybe it's better now. Or at least more like what it usually is. Okay, so what's going on with you guys? Sounds good so far. Nice, thank you, thank you. Just to catch you up, story-wise, what we need to do is go back to the main town to see what the champions are up to. But I wanted to come up here to the Great Forest, because I found the entrance to this place. It turns out that this place doesn't have an entrance in this game, Overworld. You have to go underground, explore all this area, and then come to this part of the underground and then go up through the ground to get here. So I kind of wanted to see what's going on here. I just got here. And these boys be like zombie mode. They ain't talking to me. They're all giving me the cold shoulder. So we're gonna see what this is about. No one wants to talk to me. And actually, that reminds me, I need to cook food. I was fighting some Linos. I want to fight a Lino on stream too. I haven't been fighting them on stream, but I've fought them off stream for the first time. They're very fun. They fucking hurt, and I'm not great at fighting them, but I'm getting better. And I'd like to fight join. Minnoca bass, hearty salmon. Recipe. Give me something good. Yeah, that's good. Just need to make a few recipes. This is so nice, being able to do this. Let's do cheesy bread. There's so many variations of the cheesy bread, and they're all really, really good. Let's make one of these if we have the ingredients for them. Cheese is like the best food in this game. No, that's not what I said. Damn it. Decrease recipe. Don't need another one of those. We could do some of these. Select recipe. Let's do one of the really big. Because I have a lot of hearts now, so I could actually use these. Keep doing this shit. Next recipe. Let's make one of the cheaper recipes too. And can I do one of the armor recipes? Just so I have... that going for us. If we need them... And if I could do a mushroom recipe that had gave us like a good amount, like something like just for like a light top off. There we go. Okay, that should be plenty of food. Okay, because yeah, I was completely out of food. Okay, so what are we doing down here? Whoa. Let's go back underground. Okay, just in case there's anything bad down here. I'm gonna tow this sledge. Yeah, I mean, I got weapons. Okay, we'll try it. Because the fact that this is here makes me think that something's messing with the tree down here. Ooh, hello. You know what I should have done? I should have made a recipe for getting rid of the curse. Oh my god, is that... Okay. Time to deal with this shit. We got some hands! Oh my god, they're still alive. Oh, you guys take a lot more damage now with my better weapons. Hey, you're not as scary any. Oh, I forgot about you. Let's do this one. Oh, I know. The fucking hands. Okay. Ow, I fucked that up. There we go. Flurry rush. Yeah, I just fought a bunch of you last time. Oh, I did it too early. Okay, that's fine. I didn't get hit. There we go. Alright, buddy. Damn it. Gotta get for pulling out my bow. No! He put me in the curse. Not too bad. Oh, Here we go. I'm gonna shower before you get too much into the story stuff. Gotcha, gotcha, okay. Okay, so we saved the Deku tree. How do I get back up there? Straight up all the way. And a second now. If the loss was returned to normal, I was able to make it back. Dark Forest is so peaceful, huh? By the way, have you seen a Korok named Oki? You don't even know who Oki is, huh? Wonder where he went. Maybe he's hiding in the Great Deku Tree's mouth. If you want to know where his mouth is, it's right above the Spore Store. Oh. Yeah, I'll buy some of these. I just made some food with these. And I'll buy this too. You got all the shrooms here. Don't really need many of those. But we're running low on some of this stuff. Can never have too much rice. Or arrows. Oh, they're bright blooms, okay. And let's go ahead and rest. Bum, bum. Oh, Deku Tree. Wakey, wakey. So it is you. I must apologize. I'm still quite groggy, as though I am awakening from a bad dream. You rid me of that unpleasantness deep within me. Yes, you went to great trouble to restore me. Thank you. It has been some time since last we spoke. Have you been well? Yes, the last time we spoke. That was when you came here with the princess to retrieve the Master Sword. Ooh, bonus cutscene.
It is good to see you, Princess Zelda of Hyrule, and Link, Keeper of the Master Sword. Your blade has been fully restored. Go on then, Link. Draw it once more.
When was this?
Great Deku Tree! Thank you so much.
There is no need for thanks. I merely watched over its renewal.
It is amazing that a sword can heal itself, no matter how badly damaged it becomes.
It can do more than heal. The sword will continue to gain strength if bathed in sacred power. The stronger that power, the more powerful the sword becomes. The potential of this fabled blade may well be limitless, truly the work of a goddess.
A sword that grows ever stronger. The Master Sword.
The Master Sword. You appear to be troubled. Oh, you appear to be faced with trouble once more. But I see you have procured the Master Sword. That sword. I sense a sacred power within it that is stronger than before. What has come to pass? Take heed and do not rely solely upon the power of that sword. You must steel your mind and spirit as well. I am always here. Should you ever need of me, you need only ask. Go bring the hero sword. Oh, that's it. I already have the hero sword. Young one, it seems that you have met a great danger once more. Yet I see that you carry the Master Sword. Make good use of it. I am always here should you ever need of me. Okay. I'm gonna climb your mustache. There used to be a little spot on top of his head. Ew, you actually have an eye. Just climb up on that brow real quick. Maybe I could have ascended from where I was. Ta-da. Anybody wants to play. Did I do it? Did I hide things well enough? Oh, Mr. Hero, is that you? You see, I wanted to play with everyone by making them hunt for treasure, so I hid stuff around in the Great Deku Tree. I want to make sure I hid things well enough, so I need someone to test it out. And it's for the other Karax, you're the only one who can help me with this, so thanks. The rest of hidden treasures are a Forest-Order sword and the Forest-Order sphere. Hid them up higher than the Great Deku Tree's face. If you find them, bring them to me. Okay. So this is one of the reasons I wanted to come here. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. This weapon probably doesn't have too much durability left, and I want to hold on to what it does have. Also, probably not good to be setting the Deku Tree's head on fire. He's fine, though. So if we could put this stuff somewhere around here. Doing this should make it easier to spot them. Oh. There's one. The Forest-Order sword. Yeah. Oh, and here's the other one. Forest-Order sphere. Cool, cool. So these are fun. Because they, if you attach something to them that's plant-based, it's reusable. Usually they break immediately. What's it? Was it hard? Alright, thank you, Mr. Hero. Yeah, you can keep what you found as a gift. One shot. It's time for round 2, so hidden in the Great Deku below his face. Found or his name. I wonder if he'll find it this time. Wait, how many things? Okay, I do want to break these though so that I can find them in the underground. Not actually use them. You said below the Deku Tree's face. Probably under these roots somewhere then, right? What's that? Oh, there it is. Such a pretty shield. And actually, I do want to drop these and take pictures of them as well. Get your little plant head out of here. I don't have room for shields. Oh, I do. Okay, cool. Drop you. Get a picture of you as well. Oh boy. How can I head up there without having to climb this again? I don't think this will do it. Ah, come on. Justin Williams has followed. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Justin. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You a Zelda fan? Have you beat this game? Played it yet? I'm fucking loving it. Let's see if we can turn in this quest real quick. How does that look anyway? We found the Forest Order shield. Treasure, the hunt is over, but how was it? Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was a good time. That was actually pretty well hidden, really. I'll give you the Forest Order shield you found. Also, take this as a thank you, too. Your bow stash is full. Make space in your pouch and come see me again. Now! Guess I got the Forest Order's bow from you. But I have a lot of bows right now. They're pretty good bows, too, I think. I could drop the Lizal bow. I don't know what the Forest Order bow does. I'm not getting rid of my line of bows. What is this? Zonai bow. Hello, welcome! Welcome, welcome. How you doing? You know what? Maybe get rid of this one. This knight's bow. Ooh, the damage is kind of awful, though. Okay. It's always nice when the bow has triple shot. But I have better triple shot bows. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop it. Take the knight's bow, but we're gonna take a picture of it. Not like that. How are you doing? I'm doing great. Wow, glad I'm doing good too. Having a good time playing some Zelda. We're gonna be progressing the story soon. I've already completed the 4 dungeons. I've already been through Hyrule Castle. Following Ganondorf around. I don't know how far I am from the ending yet. But I'm going to be going back to the main town to check out what everybody's talking about over there. Just to give you an idea of where I'm at right now. And then we'll go from there. I just wanted to do this quest real quick because I figured out how to get to the Deku town, village, forest. Since last time I was here. Oh, hello. Hey, Stu. I don't think I have a lot of coins for you, but... I have 19. Can I do a weapon upgrade with that? Sure, that's a lot of seeds. Welcome back! Right back just in time. We're gonna be headed back to the main story. You made it back just in time for Hestu's dance. There we go. Da na 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 na. Still some croc seeds on you. You want to make her? Can I make my bow stash bigger? Oh, I'm short one. No, I can't. Price same for the shield. Yeah, I need more for that. Okay. Well, thanks for that. We're not going to do that right now. I want to see it. Thanks for making the forest normal again. Do you have a minute, Mr. Hero? I've got something I'd like to ask you. Really? Thank you, Mr. Hero. You see, I have a friend who says that they saw a big whirly circle. They saw it in an area with water. If it's really real, I want to see it myself. Even a picture would do. But if it's still too dangerous to leave here, so please make it safe out there soon. Whirly swirly things. I know an area that's like a big swirl. That might be what you're looking for. You. This is perfect. I've got a favor to ask. Some of the Karoks have had stuff on their minds lately. Follow the light in the forest. If you do, you'll come across different Karoks who could use your help. Please go find them and see what they need. Man! I mean... I'm sure you give good stuff, but also I want to go do other stuff, so I don't think I'm going to be doing that right now. But, I was saying earlier, the reason I wanted to do this quest is for these weapons here. Because you can attach stuff to them that is usually consumable in one go, but when you're using them on these weapons, they actually recharge. And one of the favorite things that you can do is actually attach... stop with that. Alarm. You can attach like a puff shroom, which if you use it on a weapon and smack a monster, it makes a little cloud of dust that hides you. Only thing is that it's one-time use. Unless you put it on these weapons, in which case it'll recharge, and you can use it again. And that's really useful because you can use that cloud of dust to hide yourself in combat. And if you're hidden, you can sneak up on monsters and do a sneak attack mid-combat. And sneak attacks count for 3 times damage, which is really fucking sweet. So I wanna get a good one of these and put a mushroom on it. I need to break these so that they start to show up in the underground, though. Where am I from? So I live in Georgia, but I'm actually Hispanic, and my entire family's from Honduras. But I've grown up here, though. But I like to do that because I like to represent the roots. What was I doing here? Oh, hi, guys. Look at them all. Hi, Riju. God, Rishu's so pretty.
Oh.
I get to see your safely, Rishu. Of course, you needn't always worry about me, Boliara. King Sidon, are you hurt? Ha, of course not. Not a single scratch has marred these fins. You're protecting Lookout Landing and not just lazing around, right? We're doing a good job. We only laze sometimes. Our stream every day? No, not every day, unfortunately, but I try to do it regularly. I've actually been away for a little bit recently just because I've been handling a lot of stuff. But you can expect like 2 or 3 streams from me a week. Now, of course, as a follower, you'll get notifications, so you'll never miss it. You've grown bigger while I've been away, haven't you? Stop treating me like some little kid. Tulin's fucking cute, too. Little bird boy. Those injuries on your wings. This is a sign of the times. You've clearly been doing more than your fair share, haven't you, Tulin? Who... Oh, Hura.
Yes.
Welcome back. Looks like it was pretty tough. So how did it go? I see. So to summarize, there's no mistaking that what you all saw at the castle was the Demon King from the Legend of the Imprisoning War. Working as a professional graphic designer since COVID-19? Oh, gotcha. Well, I'm sorry to say I'm not really looking for graphic design stuff right now for my stream. But I do appreciate you coming in and asking. And the princess you've been seeing was actually an imposter. And the reason she appeared at Hyrule Castle was so the Demon King could lure Link into a trap. I knew something seemed weird. I mean about Princess Zelda not doing anything to help with these troubles everywhere in Hyrule. But it's all connected. The upheaval, the problems our homelands have been facing, the fake princess. It's all happening because the Demon King has come back. So then that means that Princess Zelda isn't actually here. Instead, she's in a distant past and not in the present, right? Yes, we should consider that to be the case, bizarre as it sounds. It also seems that Princess Zelda was trying to somehow defeat the Demon King in the past. Our ancestors made a vow to Zelda. They swore that when the Demon King was revived, their descendants would awaken as sages and fight alongside Link. But with Princess Zelda in the past, we can't ask her what the plan is supposed to be. And she can't be here to fight with us either. We also don't know anything about the Demon King, other than the fact that he's bad news and super strong. What do we do? Based on what you each have told me, it appears that Princess was making preparations in anticipation of the Demon King's revival in this era. There must be some hint we still haven't figured out here in our time. Right you are. We cannot afford to stand still at a time such as this. It's imperative that we act. But without any leads. Oh, wait. You said that 6 sages were with King Raru when he fought against the Demon King during the imprisoning war, right? Wind. Fire. Water. Lightning. And time. That was the princess. Ooh.
Wow.
I see. Huh? What is it? What do you see? That's it. There was one more sage back then. So we do need to find one more sage. Which was Raru's sister, I think. So could she still be alive? Exactly. One more sage that might be here now. I'm sure this is the lead we're hoping for. It will be worth our while to search. Each of you awakened a sages at ruins from the Age of Legends, right? Maybe the remaining sages in a similar location. That makes sense. So we should search major ruins from the Age of Legends. They're as good a place as any to start. If we just searched all over Hyrule randomly, we'd probably never find the sage. Alright, we have a plan. Let's split up the work and get to it.
Yeah.
You four go back to your homelands and gather information from ruins that might be related to the remaining sage. Linky, search around and see if you can find any other undiscovered leads. Everyone's relying on you. Don't let us down.
Yep.
I'm the 5th sage. Never take Hyrule no matter what. Princess Zelda wanted that. But the Demon King's power is a force to be reckoned with, so for now we need to search for the 5th sage. Following the upheaval, I mobilized the Zona survey team and investigated the ruins connected to the Zona. But so far we found nothing about the 5th sage. There must be some clue hiding out there that we haven't found yet. I can feel it, the 5th sage. So King Rauru and the 6 sages fought the Demon King in the imprisoning war. Princess Zelda was one of those people, the Sage of Time. There are 5 sages, wind, fire, lightning, and time. That leaves one more. There must be a clue to all this somewhere. I guess we're visiting the ruins from the Age of Legends to see what we can find. Yeah, you keep saying that. But which ruins?
Oh.
This is I'm surprised you did all this here. The swordsman. Be hard at work here with research into the depths, so just come let me know if you need anything. I've heard a little bit about the quest line for this. I'm surprised that this doesn't point you in the direction. No clue. The marker just leads back to Pro. But there was this thing over here. Did I actually read this, or did I have to like find something to read this? It's etched in ancient Hyrulean and I cannot read it. So as earlier checking with this valuable stone tablet, I'm feeling pretty lucky. Wordsworth went back to Kakariko Village, but I think I might be able to get him to teach me ancient Hyrulean if I make an amazing discovery here. I've been really thorough though, Kakariko Village. Before Shiko Village southeast of here, there are some pretty high vantage points here in Lookout Landing. If you climb high, I bet you'd be able to see the ring-shaped ruins that fell at Kakariko. Use these ruins as a landmark, you should be able to get there without getting lost. Okay. That might be something. I haven't actually done the stuff at Kakariko Village. If this doesn't show us anything, though, then I'm gonna look this up. I couldn't progress the quest line over here. I thought it was because I hadn't found everything. But maybe you had to get to this point. Master Link. You're thinking about the floating ring. Aya Mazuela has been on our minds for some time. I'd like to suggest resuming the research if we may. Have you since figured out what became of Princess Zelda? What? The Zelda who appeared after the appeal was a creation of the... Okay, yeah. So, we couldn't examine the last ring ruin here because Princess Zelda showed up in this town and said that they shouldn't go near it. But that wasn't Princess Zelda, that was Ganon. And the real Princess Zelda still hasn't been found? But how can this be true? It's such an unbelievable tale, and yet I trust you completely, Master Link. It must be as you say. It's hard to explain, but the princess we saw was somehow unfamiliar. But as though her very aura was different. But if she was an imposter the whole time, that would mean... This guy's got a really cool design. The real reason she ordered us to close off the floating ring ruin was... because the Demon King saw it as a threat. Isn't that right? That only means one thing. We should investigate the floating ring ruin immediately. You're exactly right. There is no longer any reason to prohibit your research. Let's open up the floating ring ruin at once, Mr. Taro. Knowledge is tugging on the line. Time to reel in some results. No, everything is coming through, Mr. Taro. It's just... There's one problem. We still need to determine how to conduct the survey. It's clear that the interior of this ring is hollow. Sadly, there doesn't seem to be an entrance. If the contents of the other ring ruins are any indication, there should be a stone slab inside the engraved with Zona's script. First, we should look for a way to confirm that there's a stone tablet inside. I also don't want to damage these precious ruins. That's some thought. I'd better hurry and tell everyone about this so that we can open up the ruins. Okay. Okay, so now I can finally go up there. Let's see. So if I head up here... Ah, one of the dragons. Wouldn't mind getting a fang off you, but I'm not really dying for that either. Dang, you're gonna be right there, though. Let's see if I can get to it. No idea where it went. Well, that's just lovely. Is that it? Nope, that's an egg. Damn. I got one of the fangs, but it flew off before I could grab it. I gotta go with higher. I'll deal with that. Up we go. Up we go. Starting to get up higher. I don't think I can make that. Of course it starts raining. And I never got... Yes, I did. God damn it, you need all 3 pieces? God, fucking damn it. I have the froggy armor set that keeps me from slipping, but I need all 3 pieces, apparently. I really don't want to make a Zonite device just for this. I'm gonna need to, though. Never mind, I see what it needs to do. Get up there. There we go. Fucking finally. Hello? What, do I need a picture? Yeah, I guess I do. Okay, maybe that's enough. Whee. Hello. Through into the ring, but I can't be right. Oh, I forgot I said anything. I must have been imagining. What about this image? What's this you've got? Could it be? Oh yeah, Galip! Look at this!
No.
Could this be the interior of the floating ring ruin? The stone slab is so clearly visible. They appear to be the zoning inscriptions on this one as well, just like in the other ring ruins. Toro, if you would. Right, let me see if I can decipher. Promise Zelda solemnly signed Minoru, Sage of Hide the Key, Southeast, Interest Future, Wish, Defeat, Demon King. That's all I can make out. There's some lettering, but I can't figure out lettering I can't figure out before Southeast. But Minoru seems to be someone's name.
No.
Look at the context of Minoru. I do believe this is the first time one of these slabs has put a name to a sage. It also mentions Zelda and a Demon King. How fascinating. That was a weird laugh. The inscriptions are telling us all sorts of essential information. What's the matter? Oh, nothing. It's just that part before the southeast section. I think it says Dragonland.
Oh.
Ah, you're right. Paya knows her stuff. This should read as Dragonland Southeast. Fantastic work. Oh, thank goodness I've proven useful. It seems my continued online language studies have paid off. Oh no, I'm being upstaged. Ahem. Where were we? Something about a Dragonland to the southeast? How familiar are you with Southeast Hyrule? There's a site in Faerun that has long been known as the Zonai Ruins. It predates the ruins falling from the sky and is home to many ancient relics. If memory serves, there were dragon designs on those ruins that I haven't seen anywhere else. That's an awful lad. Khalid, great catch. The Zonai Ruins in Faerun. There's a good chance that's exactly what this is pointing us to. That's our Khalid. Fantastic work. It sounds awful. I hate it. What did he just say? That this inscription is pointing us to the Faerun Zonai Ruins? No, not that. The next bit. A certain adjective was used. I believe it started with fan and ended with tastic. What was it again? Oh. Fantastic work, you mean? Yes, fantastic work. That is what you said. Yes. Callie, what fantastic work, he said. Fantastic. Me. Weirdo. Link. When we put together the script on the stone slab and translate it, we get the definite mention of the sage Minoru, the Demon King, and someone with the same name as Princess Zelda. Something related to all three of them must be waiting at the Zonai Ruins in Southeast Hyrule. We've landed a real catch here. Thank you for your help. Now, we've no time to dawdle. There's research to be done. Caleb, will you join me? Of course, I would be a fantastic addition to the team. Very good. With that settled, let's be off to the Zonai Ruins in Faerun. First, we head southwest. We'll establish a base in Poplar Foothills at the Skyview Tower by the ruins. Poplar Foothills. Oh. In search of new discoveries, we make for Faerun. Okay. Someone knocked off some of my Lego flowers. How dare they? I need to fix those after stream. They left just like that. Well, I'm sure those two will be fine. I must study more about the Zonai. Yeah, it seems somewhat frivolous next to the mystery of the real Princess Zelda's whereabouts. I don't doubt that she is safe and well. I must believe that. As chief of this village, I can't leave my people, so I must place the searching in capable hands. I pray that Princess Zelda will return to with us soon. You know, speaking of Princess Zelda, I think I forgot a certain part of this quest line. Monster Den. No, Princess Zelda. Let's get that in the Long Dragon. Price of Stone Tower and agree with ancient Harleans has fallen from the sky and look up and Wordsworth, a scholar, ancient Harlean. This is safer. Comparing its ancient documents, he's departed for the village in the southeast. I want to talk to this guy too. This is the guy I thought that I needed to talk to. Where is he? Chickens.
Yeah.
Ah, Link. Good of— oh my god, your face is so tiny. Good of you to come. Too curious to stay, eh? Oh, to stay away. What are you doing yet? What a droll sense of humor. It's me, Wordsworth, the ancient Hyrulean scholar you met at Lookout Landing. Aren't you curious about my findings here, Link?
Oh.
This is a picture of the stone tablet that fell from the sky at Lookout Landing. It managed to decipher the inscription on it using notes on ancient Hyrulean. I had it in storage at this research lab. Here's what it says. One's held ye honor als— okay, well that's— her on these great stand on— you're not saying it in English. Our hope rice. There's not much to go on, but you can clearly read the names of King Ronru, Queen Sonia, and the founders of Hyrule. The name Zelda is clearly legible elsewhere in the text. The author finishes by saying that she will write about the royal family's daily lives in 13 seconds. It certainly seems to be a royal diary left behind by a chamberlain of someone of equivalent station. The part that catches my attention is the third name mentioned, Zelda. There's no record of anyone by that name in any of the other texts we've unearthed so far. But this is evidence that the name Zelda is much older than the princess. It dates all the way back to Hyrule's founding. What's written here must be the start of a first-hand account of Hyrule. Did you notice the number 13? It means that there are 12 more stone tablets we found. If a royal chamberlain really left these, it's an interesting perspective on what day-to-day life of the era was like. One which the history books don't mention. There's so much we could learn here from King Ronru, Queen Sonia, or even the curious woman named Zelda. 12 stone tablets left. Fascinating.
Oh.
If you happen to find more stone tablets on your travels, get some kind of visual evidence of them and show it to me. I'll make sure there's a nice reward in it for you. Okay, so this is more of a side quest type deal. That's a long side quest too, because those tablets are all over the world. Okay, this is the quest we're going to be doing. So we need to head this way to find the last sage. God, I wish I had a comfy chair. Alright, where are you guys at? Of course it's raining.
Yeah.
Ah, so you're here. Came to learn about the zone from an expert, I gather. I should welcome you to the humble base of operations. Behold, this is where the real investigation starts. It might not seem like much next to the Skyview Tower, I'll concede. Going forward, our research will proceed from here. Taro has already gone off to the Zonai ruins. If memory serves, he spoke of starting his investigation around Drakozu Lake. Go southeast and you should find the Zonai ruins you wasn't sure to expect. I'm curious if the Dragonland written of the Ring Run will have any more leads on the Demon King of Princess Oda. I'd be right there decided in the field, of course, but I'm worn out from setting up the base. I'll need some time to recuperate before I begin my stone server. Goodness me, is there anything at all that slows down Taro? Okay, you said south east, Drakozu Lake. I see Daya Lake. Well, southeast would be this way. Drakozu Lake. I really should get rid of these other markers. If I knew where any of them were. There's something there I meant to go check at some point, but I don't care right now. Okay, there we go. So we're headed this way. That's always a way I should make one of my hover bikes. Go, go, go! Get out of here. I may have not explored this area. What is that? It's like a really shiny statue right here. Oh, it's one of the goddess statues. After his prayers, will you help me restore the mother goddess statue? Seek the golden spear in Farash. Who loses lightning as she dances across the heavens. When you have gained Farash's claw, offer it at the spring. I have one of those. This is a quest line to save the goddess statue in the valley that's fallen over. Need a claw of Farash. Thank you, devout swordsman. I have sent a measure of my strength to the mother goddess. For this pious deed, I shall bestow upon you a small blessing. I'll need your rocks. I got my own rocks. Oh, it's shaped like a dragon. Dear Calip, the influence of the Evoe will spread to the Zonai ruins. Did you see the pillar-shaped ruin in front of his tent? Of this tent, there should be artifacts of that kind around here, an anomaly. And there's more. The rubble at the base of the pillar opened, revealing a way inside, a new discovery. Naturally, I will be going inside and investigating shortly. This pillar? Wait, what? Alright, I need to read that again. I'm also going to grab these. Oh, it's probably in there. Come on. Hey there. Interesting. Ah, you came after all. I figured you would after you made the breakthrough at the ring ruins. But listen to this. I've already got a whopper of a discovery on my hook. Here, look at this. It's a Zonai mural, complete with intact text. The style is unmistakable. It's nothing short of miraculous that it's still here and basically intact. Which, come to think of it, it might be ascribable to the Zonai's advanced technology. I've got a fair bit of knowledge of the script, so I just had to try deciphering it, but some of it still eludes me. Maybe it's a poem or some kind of code, perhaps. Here, I'll read it out loud so we can both get on the same page. The first page says, "Wear the electric garb hidden at long-necked dragons along the wide-mouthed forest serpent." Wear the electric garb hidden at long-necked dragons along the wide-mouthed forest serpent. What do you make of forest serpent and dragons there? To me, it calls to mind the tall pillars found around these ruins, designed to look like dragons. I haven't seen any design like that. What am I missing? What other wide-mouthed forest serpent is there? It does remind me of a song that compared the Dracozu River to a forest dragon. Offer a Zonai charge to the altar at the tail. Pretty sure I got that right, but I have no idea what it means. What in the world is a Zonai charge, and where is this tail with an altar? If we can crack all the riddles in this code, I'm sure that we'll have even greater discoveries. There's one thing I'm curious about. It should have mentioned this, but I found one more Zonai relic at the back of these ruins. Judging from the shape, I think there's something inside, but I can't get it to open. Can't crack the code, can't get the box open. Just isn't my day. Well, I know how to open a box. Stormy weather attack. Used in ancient rituals made from conductive material, this item produces electricity during thunderstorms. Produces. Oh, that's such a cool outfit. Damn. That's such a cool outfit. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool outfits in this game that I haven't found yet. I keep seeing people using them. Damn, too bad the defense is shit since I haven't upgraded it. I wonder what I need to upgrade it. Well, for right now, we'll keep it on just because it's kind of cool looking. So, Tail of the serpent. Okay, so I see the serpent here. Damn, I need to read or hear what he says again. Is this metal? Stop it! He said to go to the tail. I really hope my hoverbike didn't disappear.
Oh.
Is that the same thing the figure in the mural is wearing? Oh yeah, I guess it is. Where in Hyrule did you find that?
Oh.
In a chest in the back of the chamber, but if that's true, no, there's nothing else it could be but a garment from the Age of Legends. Now that's a haul to remember. Still, your outfit isn't exactly what we see in the mural. Maybe there are other treasure chests containing the rest of the garment. The problem is searching for treasures without a plan is a long shot. I was talking about creating some way that would make searching for things simple, though.
Oh.
Saying you already have the Sensor Plus feature? That should make our search for the treasures much easier. Oh, I can use the sensor to do this? Here's path mode. How do I... Cool. So now if I'm near a treasure chest, it'll start beeping. Oh, damn it. I need to hear the poem again.
Oh. Oh.
Until let's go over it one more time.
Oh.
Where the electric garb hidden at long-necked dragons. Hidden at long-necked dragons along the wide-mouthed forest serpent.
Oh.
It's hidden at the long-necked dragon. That kind of looks like a dragon, too. So is the river the serpent and that's the dragon? God damn it, my bike despawned. I'll take a look over here real quick. Hello? Oh my god. Long-necked dragons. God, you guys are annoying. It could be downstream. Guess might as well try that. I have a couple of boats saved in here. Bolt boat. Or the headlamp. Probably this one. Oh. Come on. Oh, for the love of fuck. This should get us to the Dragon's Tail eventually. Excuse me. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, hello. Ugh. Fucking Christ. Please, for the love of fuck. Oh my god, I lost my Forest Dweller sword. Seriously? Freeze him. Lovely. God damn, he's so tanky. Where's you? Finally. Nothing else this guy drops good punch. I'm really annoyed I lost that Forest Dweller sword, though. I dropped it when I shocked myself back where we were. There's a chance it's still there, but it's probably despawned. I'm not gonna bother. Oh, hold on one second. God, that boat sucks, too. I forgot there was a, thing here. Come here, you. Don't fall in the water, don't fall in the water. George trousers. Stuff above me here, but I don't think I really want to deal with that. I'm a little curious. There isn't anything. There's like a building up there. Oh. Here's another cave. Okay, is this where the last one is? Charge headdress. Used in ancient rituals made from conductive material, its item produces electricity during thunderstorms. Damn. Wow, that's a nice armor set. God, I wish all the armors didn't start at 3 defense, though. So that's the Thunder Dragon's armor. Fortunately, this isn't exactly what I'm looking for. Because it said to wear an armor that protects me from thunder, this actually creates thunder. Come on. This is such a bad boat. Okay, well, we keep going until the end of this river, I think, and that's where the thing should be. Oh. We'll speak of the end. Unless we get over there. Hello. What do we have here? It said to drop a zone charge. Where do I keep those? That's the big charge. Where's the small ones? There we go. Oh. What the hell? A new sky island.
Oh!
God, did you see that? Lightning struck the dragon pillar too. Someone in those ruins? Oh, it's you again. We think a terrible lightning strike hit here, but I'm glad to see you weren't hurt.
Oh.
I've never seen lightning strike like that, and even stranger, the dragon statue eyes seemed to glow just before it. I think if you know anything about this, fill us in on what happened. Unbelievable. A mechanism in the ancient ruins got rid of the thunderclouds and revealed some new sky islands? Great catch. Another amazing discovery in the books. In fact, I'd say it's the haul of the century.
Oh.
It's a significant discovery, to be sure. I'd like to go investigate further, but we have no way of getting up there. You're right. Doesn't make it any less exciting, though. We need to report this to Purr right away.
Oh.
Caleb, I'm going back to Kakariko Village. I want to write up the recent events about the floating ring ruin in a report for Pura. You should stick around here and conduct a thorough investigation. Find out if there are any more discoveries to be made. Remain here? You mean alone? Yes, even if you can't get up to the sky, there's so much more to discover on land. It's our duty to unravel it all. You can do this, Caleb. Message to investigate alone. Fieldwork isn't my strongest suit. But this may be a chance to make a historic discovery. Right. Leave this to me, Tara. I'll begin preparing at once. I need to head back to our base of operations for a bit. Okay, you guys do your thing. I need to get up to those islands. Damn, if there weren't 3 of you, I'd fight you guys. That sickle horn that this guy has is one of the best items to fuse on weapons in the game. Gives you a real fucking power boost. In fact, I might need to put one on this weapon. I'm gonna do it anyway. God fucking damn it, that hurts. Oh, I have no good armor on, that's why. Yeah, I'm gonna die quick if I don't do that. Ooh, nice. I didn't think it would work like that. Cool. It's 2 down. Where's the strong one? God damn it. Sometimes they help you, sometimes they knock me away from you. X-Core Smasher is badly damaged. Damn, I didn't expect it to be. Okay, well, might as well finish you off then. Okay, so where are these islands I need to go to? These are there. They're directly above me. Now let's go ahead and make a plane. Not a plane, one of these things. And head up there. Wrong thing. Go, go, go! God, this rock dude, he's useful sometimes. Other times he makes my little bike heavy when he like sits there on the front. Huh, treasure chest nearby. Why did it only show up once I was this high up? It says it's below me too. Wasn't I also supposed to find an armor set that protected me from thunder. Didn't look like there was anything like that down there. Huh. Jesus Christ. Okay, the Zono weapons don't. Okay, with lightning. I need to put my bow away. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I can't use my metal weapons up here, which is a major pain, really. Luckily, I picked up the shield. Metal block. That's interesting. Why are you here? Whew. Excuse me. Don't send him off the cliff. Damn, I have nothing that I can use here. Please, I need your thing. Dude, don't send him off the cliff. Come back. There, come back for now. Yes, give me the stick. Okay, that's good. Gnarled sticks are wood. So I can use this here. Let's put something good on you. This'll do. Wow. I mean, that wouldn't be bad. 31, 37. Could do one of you. 34. I mean, it's got to be one of those, right? That or I could put one of you. 44 on a wood, on a piece of wood, though. 24. Yeah, we'll use this guy. Nah, I think it'll look cool with this. I think the sticks aren't very sturdy, though, is my one concern. Odd stick. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? It's a really cool looking weapon. Alright, what's in this box?
Yep.
Oh, you bitch. I could have put it on that. Well, you know what? I think these get a actual power boost by using the Zonai stuff on them. Where's the Zonai stuff I just picked up? 24, 25. That's not bad. Now I got two things that don't conduct electricity. To use around here. Boxes. Huh. Hello. I don't really want to deal with any of this. Something tells me I wasn't supposed to be flying around this area. Let's get bow. You fucking pushed him out of my attack. Interesting. Looks like we can go further down. Oh! Bagel! Welcome! Sorry if it's been a minute since you came in. Welcome though, I'm glad you could make it. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Thank you for coming. We're doing story stuff. We're trying to find the final sage that will let us complete the game. I need something. I don't suppose I can just shock this to. It's a good day, thank you. How you? I'd be pretty good. It was a pretty chill day. Cannot complain. Pretty happy. Finally having a little bit of a chill week so far. But okay then, that's all I need to do. Hit it with an electric weapon. One of the items in the death. Oh nice, one that I haven't seen yet. But yeah, it's been a pretty chill day. Hoping it continues this way this week. How was work, or did you not work today? But my ride is up there. I want to go get it. Up this way. Where? Oh, oh, my headset's dying. No! I need to hear sounds. Right, your interview. Then I slept all day because of anxiety. How do you think it went? I bet you fucking aced it. I bet it went fucking fantastic. But how do you feel about it? Not sure where we're coming from. This weapon is metal. Gotta switch back. Who saw me? Somebody saw me. Oh, fucking scary. Good, don't want to jinx it, but I slayed that sheep. Yeah, I bet you did. I bet you did. I'm sure it's gonna work out fantastically. When do you hear back? Like, well, what the verdict is? Electric Saflina. Okay, so I think I see what they want me to do. I think you want me to attach this thing to that thing. And then we can ride that thing up the rail. Which is pretty ingenious, really. But also, I have a hoverboard. So, like, why would I do that? My eyes itchy. So we ride this thing, it takes us up here. Ooh, a block boy. I might do that. I need some of his bits. I think we're supposed to go through the roof here. I'll grab these while I'm up here. Peter will contact me within 2 days, then the hiring manager will make their decision in early July. It's a little confusing, but that's what they said. Okay, I mean, that doesn't sound too bad. Sounds like we should... Sounds like at the very least they'll give you a good idea in 2 days. Because I doubt they're going to say you did good in 2 days and then, you know, not give you the position. Maybe they're just, like you were saying, they still need to decide what store and everything. Maybe that's what takes until July. We're almost in July, though. Early July, yeah. So that should be coming up. I'm still kind of, for some reason in my head, July's still far off. And we're literally at the end of June. God damn, this year's going by so quick. You. Can I use your electricity to break this? Hey, hello. Ew. Let me use your power again. He's lined up perfectly for me to zap him. Hi, bud. What you give me? What you got for me? Mighty Zonite Sword. Oh, that's worth it. That's worth it. I really should just get rid of you too. Oh, I should get rid of you first, though. Fucking Mushroom Sphere. Grab this thing. Sages War. Remnants of the former sages resolve. You gather 4 of them and offer them to a goddess statue. You can deepen your connection with the sages. Damn, I need 1 more. I don't know what those do. So first off, give me this guy back. You break this wall. And what do I want to attach to that weapon? I should attach something right now. Does it have any special effects? Powerful sword uses zone to it resonates with attached zone and does to greatly increase its attack power. It's got long throw. I think it's meant to be stronger with a zone eyepiece. So I might as well just put another zone eyepiece on you. Which this is the strongest one I have. Let's do this one. Whoop. Where'd it go? There it is. $44. Uh-oh. Let's go back up to the top over here. That's what's down there. Should be pretty close now. Oh, another gumball machine. Make sure I'm not missing stuff. There's a lot going on in this area. I might need to abandon this whole situation. What does this give? Time for a little gotcha. I love these machines so much. They're such a fun way to get the zone and stuff. Do you know that the physics in this game are so realistic that they can actually... This machine can actually jam the way that these gumball machines can jam in real life? If it jams, you have to, like, take a spear or something and just try to poke it in there, try to knock them out. Nice, I needed some fans. Wow, that's a lot of you in there. Oh, this might not hit you guys. There's like an electric thing up here. I wonder if that like opens up the roof. Damn it. It's too rainy to go up there. I think I left my ride up there too. Oh, interesting. Why? Okay, let's just get this off the roof real quick. What? Ugh, okay, fine. Let's just go in there. There we go. Easy. Annoying, but easy. And each one of you has a treasure chest. It's a pretty good shield. Yeah, I mean, it's technically better than this shield. That's not what I wanted, but I'll take it, I guess. Go smack it before it falls into the water. Don't care about the wooden shield. You can keep that one. Oh, they dropped a sword over there. And another one of you guys. It's very durable and draws on stored energy to mark when used on a touchstone device. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason not to, I guess. And what do you have? Big battery. Okay, cool. Kind of expecting something different in here. Okay. I kind of want to fight this dude. And I'm kind of curious what these islands done here, but I don't imagine that's really where I'm supposed to be. Did not do that much damage. Got a chest on you. I got your puncher. Give me that. Where'd you go? Oh, you were way up there. Okay, hold on one second. Ride this guy back up there. Woo. Get him! There you go. Easy peasy. I wish I could take these smashers with me. You know what? It's probably gonna end up on this guy anyway. $7, not bad. Not to buy it at all. Stupid box is made out of metal. Sun is rising. Alright. She's a little spicy, but let's see what's inside. Old map, good. Cool, cool. Anything interesting around here? I don't think so. So I think we're getting close to the end. I think it's going to be up here somewhere. This is where the gumball machine was, right? Don't hit those. Yeah, over there. Another box up here. Might as well check that. I love loot. I love loot. That's a good bow. Hold on one second. That's worth getting. Better than this one. I should grab these. And we go off. Alright, last sage, where are you? We're there? Oh, look, there's Zoda in the background. Ooh, lots of enemies in here. But do I need to fight them? I don't think so. And that's to get me up there. Damn, that's a good place to find Zonai stuff, though. Okay, calm down now. I'm just gonna go ahead and mark this as a good spot for treasures. I'm kinda inadvertently cheating, but like the game lets you do it. Making these little flying devices breaks a lot of stuff in this game. And I'm completely fine with that. I fucking like it. I love when there's little exploits to make a game easier. Okay. So what do we have here? Jump. Is that what I'm supposed to do? There's something down there. Is there nothing above me there? Let me check this real quick. And also, if I jump here, I'm going to lose my bike. I could ride my bike down there, but it looks like it wants me to jump. And jumping seems kind of cool, so I think I'm going to do that. No, there's nothing really up here. Alright, let's see what happens. Excuse me, big guy. Dragon's Head Island. Huh. There's a shrine down here. And in keeping with what I've done before, I'm just not going to do the shrine on stream. Looks like the storm's cleared up too. So that's nice. Onion! A couple of sky sharks. Hello. Got a statue. Oh. Oh god, do I need to have enough hearts for this? How many hearts? I was already down a few. Maybe I have enough. Nice. Look, they kissed. Give kiss. Secret of the Ring Ruins. Pretty. Oh. What this? What this? New mask? It's a big mask. It reminds me a little bit of the precursor tech from Assassin's Creed. Oh.
Link. Zelda's chosen protector. Take this. Follow the light.
Okay. You say so. Guidance from ages past. Ah, fucking hell. Okay, so we need to make a... We need to make a little airplane. Oh, nice. They gave us some stuff over here. Okay, so you wait there for a second. I have just the vehicle for this. Could do that one, or we could do this one for more charge. Come on, one of the pieces is right there. There we go. There's another thing right here too. Okay, all of you drop right there for a second. I like to play these things at least once, because then I can see them on the map and see what items they give you. Okay, come on. Currents, fans, sticks, those are always good. Fans I always run out of. Those are the ones that I use the most for my little bikes. And let's drop a battery. I really don't need it, though. In fact, yeah, well... yeah, we're gonna do that. Oh. Messed with the parts I had on there. Gotta be careful if I'm not... if I, Is that a flamethrower on the front? Yeah, there's a random flamethrower on the front. I don't know why that's there. Okay. But yeah, if my airplane runs out of, Why did that run out of... oh my god, I'm chewing through power like crazy. It's because of that flamethrower. It's gonna be really fucking annoying if this airplane runs out of power before I get here to where I need to go. I think it'll be fine though. It'll still glide for a little bit. What is that, a cave? Give me the mask. Thank you. I thought it would stick to the thing. That works. Please, owl god, give me a thing. Oh. He's flying! I love how crunchy that sounds as it goes up. Ooh. More ancient ruins. My favorite. Oh. Come on. Looks like it has fucking jets on the back of this thing. Tobia's Hollow Chasm. So what, this goes down? An elevator.
Link,
Uh-huh.
Zelda's chosen protector.
That's what they call me.
You must hurry. We must meet as soon as possible.
Well, I don't know. I mean, we've only talked twice now. Seems like we're rushing it a little bit, honestly. You know, at least buy me dinner first. Ooh. Part of the chasm I haven't been to. Wonder if this is a closed off area. I've explored a lot of the chasm. There's still parts I haven't, but I'm surprised I didn't just wander by this. Oh my god, that's so scary. Just sliding into the dark where you can't see anything. Some boys hanging out over there. Okay. Yeah, I've been close to here. There's a statue right behind me. Yeah, this is like humanoid shaped right here. At least on the map it is. Okay, we can explore the chasm later though. Who's sitting over there? We've got some bokoblins. No one important. They can hang out. Construct factory. Now, what do we have here? Upside down. Huh. Maybe some arms and legs?
Link, Zelda's chosen protector.
Uh-huh.
My name is Minoru. I am the Sage of Spirit.
Not the Sage of
I am
Mechas?
happy you have arrived. At last we can speak with each other. Unfortunately, I no longer have a body.
Oh.
Without a physical form, we cannot yet speak face to face. But, do you see the 4 storehouses in the area? I would ask you to visit each of them and assemble a body for me.
Well, alright.
This is my request to you, Link. Loyal swordsman to Zelda.
Okay. Before I do that, there's something up with us, I think. Oh, hi. Your behavior is a threat. I just wanted to say hello. Welcome to the culture guy. I can remember how long it has been since I welcomed a visitor. Yes, parts delivered here from the depots are assembled into crafter constructs. The finished products produced here are shipped to Dragonhead Island. My task here is to confirm the receipt of the parts shipped from the devs. Then oversee the task of ensuring that they are correctly assembled. Currently, all work processes have been suspended, as have my duties. The issue seems to be that no parts are being sent from the depots. I'm on standby here to take receipt of them in an event that shipping resumes.
Yep.
Okie dokie. God damn. I want to keep a couple of the normal shields. Wow. That's a cool sword. Yeah, I think it's time to get rid of this other... of these two. Okay. So I have to go over there. Take that. That. Okay, if that's the case, I want to try building something because I'm going to be carrying those things over here. My little hover bike isn't too good at carrying stuff because it gets weighed down, but supposedly if you make one out of 3 of these... Come on, motion controls. You're usually really fucking good. Nope, that's right. No. Almost though. Might not be super straight, but let's see. It's not bad actually, that's flying pretty straight. What is this? Oh, are these little mini dungeons? In and of themselves? is cool, but I don't have the leg yet. Okay, maybe I should light up this area before I start this. It's kind of hard to see stuff. Well, I say that, but then it might be hard to see the lights at the entrance of each depot. Well, maybe not. Let's see. Turn on the lights. Damn, this thing drives pretty good. Might need to save this one. Now you can kind of tell where they are still. It's a weird looking thing. You're coming with me. Elevator. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Wrong one. It's a little heavy with my little flying machine here. I know where this is. I've been seeing a lot of people use these to make different constructs for different items. If you fuse a bunch of these together, you can make a little ring that's unbreakable and use them to fight Lionels. You trap them inside of them, and then you just hack away at them, and they can't really do anything about it. So what am I doing here? That, and then... hook them on right there. Okay. Okay, and then what? Oh, there he goes. Ah, fuck. How do I make it so they don't get caught on stuff? He's gonna get caught again up there. Oh! Oh, I think I know. Not exactly. Yeah, maybe like... that? Would that be able to hold on? Yeah. Haha, beat you to it. Beautiful. Do I need the hook still? No. You know what? I'm not gonna save this. This guy said his favorite. Go, 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 go! God damn, this is slow. Much faster. No! Damn it. Okay, so they're giving me planes and stuff to get the thing back. I was kind of hoping that I could have taken the port out of the box, and then I could have used this thing to carry it. I'm still gonna try to use this thing to carry it, but I don't think it's gonna work. Well, let's see. Let's see what happens. Go, go. Oh my god, it's working. It's sort of. Oh, it's not good. It's too heavy. If I can just get it over that area, it'll be fine. Oh my god, this asshole's fucking throwing off the weight too. God, you know, but you suck. Why did they give you weight? You're a goddamn ghost avatar. No, 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 no. Okay, okay. No, boy. Alright. This is exactly what I didn't want to happen. No, this isn't gonna work. Okay. Plan B. What is Plan B? Plan B is a cart. And we attach everything to the cart. And it looks awful, but we're gonna fix it by taking the cart off. And attaching it in a better way. That doesn't look good. And that's because it's not good. That's exactly what we had before. God, if I could just get it to run though, it would actually get me there. Can I put you on flatter surface? It's going to work. It just needs a little finagling. Yeah, sure why not. Yes. Yes, it works. I'm just not going to worry about the enemy that's directly ahead of us. So. That's fine. Okay. In retrospect... Oh my god, I thought it broke. Oh, I was going to be so mad. I took your stupid leg.
That's one. Bring the other 3 here as well, Link.
Yeah. Okay, so this might not be the all-terrain vehicle that we were really needing. But it worked for a second there, so we're gonna give up on it. We're gonna stop using it now. And then never speak of it again. So you go over there. And now you don't exist. Where are these other depots? Okay, here's one right over here. There's more parts inside of here. I'd rather just make some of the flying machines to bring them over here, because that wasn't working. Left leg depot. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, you get on there. And... Ooh. Nice. Hey, gumball machine. This might be the first one I've seen in the depths. And I've seen some of the stuff that's because you know the game's been out for a while. I've seen some of the stuff. I think we can use this mech maybe that we're making, which is technically her body, but I think we get to use it. Okay, let's see what you're wanting me to do. So these are puzzles using all the Zonai devices. Nice. Very nice. That's a lot of fucking lasers. Treasure chest over there. What am I looking at? There's carts with Zonai stuff on top. Zonai ore. Also lasers coming down. Okay, I thought maybe the damage would turn those off. You want me to do something with the bombs, right? Let me go. Okay, whatever. I can't turn those off. I feel like that's probably not how you were supposed to do that, but like, I'll take it. Very nice. Now, give me some wings. And then put the ball. No forward thrust. Come on. We just need to get in the air. We just need to get in the air. We won't get in the air. Oh, it landed on me. That's great. That's fine. Please. You kidding me? It was a foolproof plan. I don't understand. Okay. Go, 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 go. Okay, okay, that works. That works. Sweet. Oh, good. Now just the arms, which look bigger, and I don't like that.
And that's another part. 2 left.
Yeah. I can always use this to get me to the next place. Which is gonna be up here, I think. There's a river coming out of it, so I'm guessing they're gonna want me to ride the river down. Oh boy. Alright, thank you. This is a rough little puzzle segment. Damn, sometimes it's just really impressive how they use these tools. Like the wheels and stuff to make different stuff like that. That's like really interesting. It rolls the chains up to lift up the door. The physics engine in this game is really fucking interesting. Ah, boy. What are we doing here? So we're going over there. God damn, this one is huge. Do you float on the lava? Well, not so much float, but... We can probably work with this. If this dumps me into the lava, I'm gonna be really mad. Perfect. Now, what the fuck is this? I think I get what it wants you to do, and I really hope I'm wrong. If these don't spin the right way, it's not going to work. Okay, that was good enough. The rockets got me here. The wheels are spinning in the wrong direction. Box way up there. But you know, I don't really care too much. I have a lot of gear on me right now already. Damn, I don't remember how they did this. Just barely see one over there. The axles are in. Oh. Yeah, it's not super elegant, but I made it work. What's up here? There's the way to the chest. Yeah, sort of. But again, I don't particularly care. And that's a lot of extra work. So what if I turn that off? What's in you? I don't really know what turning those off did. Yeah, I know. What I do know is that we can do something here that Ugh. I mean, maybe that'll work. I don't think it will, though. Because it looks like it's going to be scraping the ground. Look at that heckin' unit. Okay, that works. Sort of. It's fucking magnificent. Come on, just get to the waterfall. Maybe we can do something from there. Oof. Where's this even taking us? Oh, thank God it goes right up to the thing. Can't get me. But I also, there's no way I can get up here, I don't think. Are there more enemies every time I come out of there? Okay, one more. Something tells me we're not going to make it to the end of the game today. But, at least we'll get the last
One more
stage.
left, Link. The body for my spirit is nearly complete.
I gotta get up there. Fucking hell. Another boss Bokoblin. I might need to fight that. I just used the one horn of those I had. Wow, a conveyor belt. God damn, that's a lot of fucking Zonite devices. Okay. Is this one in a different shaped box? Oh, this one's in a skinnier box. Alright, see what happens. Wonder if there's any reason to go down there. What the fuck? What's electrifying you? The conveyor belt starts down there somewhere. Okay, well, I think I know what I'm doing. So if I put one of you on each side... Are you running already? Stupid fucking tire. Calm down. That's not right. Why are you immediately on? Stop it. Okay, that's more or less what we need. Damn it. Something like that, I think. Oh, come on. It's over here. A box. Sure, why not? Okay, so this one's gonna suck. I have to send it all the way up on the conveyor belt. And of course it doesn't work with the wheels. You know what? That's fine. I could fly this thing across easier. I don't know why I didn't think they'd just do this to begin with. And you're stuck to it. only thing is that this is going to be a hefty fucking ride. So we're probably going to need rockets to make this work. Definitely need these to steer. I might need a fan to make the nose tilt up. But we're gonna try it like this and see what happens. Also, these are annoying, these puzzles. They are a really nice way for you to actually get to use these parts more. Because unless you're much of a builder, you might not have used all of these. Please, we're so close. And I can't even take it back up. I can, but I need to walk it back up. Oh, you stupid. Okay, so that almost worked. Make it actually work. I need a ramp. I don't have anything I could use as a ramp. I'm gonna try the other thing I was thinking might work. 2 more rockets. If I have a fan blowing down on the nose, it'll push the nose upwards. Maybe just enough that we can get some air under us. And we can go over that. If we could just get over those spikes, those lights over there, we'll be good. Yes! Yes, it worked! Don't you dare fall. Yes! Please tell me that's it. Oh my god. Honestly, we can use you again. And if we put a couple of you on, we can make a little car as well. That may or may not actually work well. We'll see. This one's backwards. These tires need to be further back. this is probably one of the craziest fucking contraptions I've ever made. Oh boy. Immediately falls. Okay, excuse me, guys. I'm just gonna. Yeah, I see. I get it. But, like, I'm just gonna go by. That fan on the front is not letting my tires hit the ground properly, but this was working. It's kind of a floaty car. Hey, I made it! Not exactly the way I wanted it to, but I made it. You gonna brake? Come on now. Alright, lady, here's your last piece. Alright.
Thank you, Link. Now only one task remains. We must recover my secret stone.
Okay. Ooh.
It should be located here. Please, Link, let us go there together. The path will be very dangerous. Fortunately, this construct body you have built for me is hardly helpless. There is a platform nearby where we can explore its potential. Now hurry, Link. We must recover my secret stone.
What are you doing? Minoru's construct ability. Link can ride Minoru's construct. Ooh. Oh, I have to use a control thing. Oh no, this came off of the plane I had. Look at my little legs! Look at him go! Oh my god, he's so silly. I love him. Link, the weapons here can draw forth the true power of this construct. Attach one to a hand and your power in the combat will be magnified severalfold.
Aha!
The road to the secret stone is long and arduous. I recommend that you make stops at each armory along the way. Get accustomed to operating this construct so that you can be prepared for whatever you may face. You can attach things to the hands or back of Minoru's construct. The attached objects can augment the construct's movements and combat abilities. Okay. Oh, you come with a shield. Let's do right here. And this on the back? could I... Attach fan on back. Okay, yeah, that makes me faster. We're going the wrong way technically, but I want to try it on this guy. This... Not the way I really wanted that to go, but... Oh, come on. If I can get him into the water at least. Did the fucking... I'm gonna die soon. God damn it, you don't fall in the water. Well, this thing's kind of awful. Also, I really wanted to do that so that I could get the part off the boss Bokoblin. And it got sent downstream and I don't see it anymore. Okay, who sees me? Please get off. I'd heard people say that this thing was a little underwhelming for how late you get it in the game. Because I could see that doing really good damage against the, like, original enemies. Oh, you work by yourself, too. Who the fuck else is here? Oh, shut the fuck up there. Where's the nearest light route? That's where I need to go. I need to go get my hearts unlocked again. There's something you can fit through here. What can I drop to use as a weapon? That Bokoblin horn would have been fantastic. Black Enoch's horn. You know what would have been good to put on this thing? A cannon. I probably would have hurt myself a lot, though. Damn. Lost a lot of hearts there. Gonna not really bother with the fighting too much. Oh! My fan broke. Well, that's great.
Yes.
Examiners when attached to the construct's back and greatly enhance its mobility. We have far to go before we reach the temple, so some speed will be our ally. Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. And it already fucking hornet hat on it. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to avoid the fighting. I just went for it there because I lost my fan anyway. But, it's not really worth it for this thing. Maybe there's better attachments for it, but really not that good. Especially now that I'm fighting silver enemies. Oh, fuck you. Attaching the proper weapon to this construct will enable it to attack distant enemies. Take careful aim. Okay, but like, can I? Shit. Shit. Oh, fucking Christ. Stop it. Oh god, where am I even going? That's a lot of guys. That's a lot of guys. Why do they have super long spears? And my fan's about to break. Minoru, I will ditch your fucking robot. Oh boy. Oh, you guys are like... Wow. You still wanted to fight now? Oh, for the love of fuck. Attach black and our fan. I don't think that's doing much to me. Yeah, no. No, this thing needed to have like a lot more damage with anything you put on it. There's really no point in using it.
Aha!
Are you following me? No, you're not. It's really cool in concept, though. I think that they needed to have let you use this thing a lot sooner. Because I bet this thing would have torn apart the enemies at the beginning of the game. Oh, lost my cannon. Give me another one. I have some on me. Take that device. Attach. These are Zonite ores. So I want to break them and get all the Zonite that's here. That's a big ass chunk of it. There's a little more there, but I don't really care that much. And we're gonna do you guys. As a spare tunnel, but this construct cannot climb a sheer cliff face. However, the construct might be modified somehow in a way that enables access.
Aha!
Yeah, I think we're drawing very near now. Yeah, see what you want me to do. X. Yeah, these will do it. And onto the back. Okay, gotta get pretty close though. And nice. Vessel of the Spirit's resting place. I don't think there's going to be a fight here, but just in case I'm going to put another fan on. there's gonna be a fight. No, there's parts here. There's gonna be a fight. Alright then. Please don't be gloom hands. There's a lot of gloom here. I don't know if I could fight that thing in this mech. Ah, God. What the fuck? Adds an excessive amount of hands. I mean that... Oh no, those aren't hands.
Construct! I made it long ago!
Ugh, it's creepy.
But the
I thought this thing had a bunch of
It
extra
must
hands.
be under the control of something monstrous.
Seized construct. Jesus.
If the Demon King has turned my creation into his pawn, we must defeat it. We can do this together, Link.
Yeah, that was a really bad scream, yeah.
Let's go. We have to stop that construct.
Back up. Oh my god, it's barely taking any damage.
This thing is quite sturdy. We keep knocking it over, but that is all.
Okay, into the wires then.
That worked.
There we go. Okay, that's not too bad.
Maybe we can make use of the devices around this.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I just need a second to... I'm lucky I put this cannon on it. It's a one-hit knockout with the cannon. There we go. Not bad. He's cool looking though, I'll say. Uh-oh. What are you doing? Yeah, he's got more hands. Yep.
Brought out more arms. Be careful.
Go, 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 go. If you can hit him fast enough, he can't do anything. Hit him in the groin! Okay, okay, calm down. Ah, you missed! Okay, okay.
You've almost done it, Link. But remain ready.
Oh, god damn it, he shot me into it. Okay. You just can't let him breathe and he's got... Ew, he's got like a... Ew. Oh, you're not done yet, are you? No, he's done. Jesus, he fucking nuked everything. Hey, not bad. Yeah, literally explodes. I think it's good. Yeah, no, I think it's fine. That was pretty cool. I will say, if you just don't let him breathe, it's not very hard. Just keep fucking whacking at him before he can do anything. Right, and that restores some of the life force you've lost to the gloom. Boink. Go ahead and fix this one, and might as well grab some stuff in here. There we go. Refresh all these. Go, go, go! Maybe getting your secret stone actually lets you do good damage. My Nintendo Switch. Oh. Were you in my Switch that whole time? There she is.
Zelda asked me to aid you, Link. I am the Sage of Spirit, and one of the Zonai.
Minoru.
I am glad to meet you, Link. I must thank you.
Oh,
It
you're
is
floating.
because of you that we have recovered my secret stone. Originally, my intent was to awaken when you first found the Porapad, then to guide you to my construct and assist you on your journey. I had not anticipated a battle with that same construct. You have proven quite adept, and I am grateful for all your efforts. Link, here.
Take my hand. Yeah, see, it would have been helpful if you'd been the first sage we got.
I grant my power unto you. I believe it will serve you well.
Honestly, she would have made a fun companion at the beginning. Cat Lady. Yeah. Hi, Bree. Hell yeah. But yeah, Cat Lady. Cat Lady is the final sage.
With this power I've given,
Hoy.
a deep bond has been forged between us. And from this point forward, my spirit will reside within that construct. I will help you however I can. Aha!
I like her better as a cat lady. I am one who lived in the distant past in the age of Hyrule's founding. Circumstances forced me to forsake my body and become a being of pure spirit. Long have I slumbered within Zelda's Purapad in order to share what I know when it was passed into your hands. I apologize that our meeting has been so delayed. The Demon King's interference is to blame. Nevertheless, I ask your pardon.
Well then.
Now, on to the topic at hand. In my own age, the distant past from your perspective, Zelda awakened as the Sage of Time and appeared before us. What I must relate to you is a tragedy that occurred in Hyrule's history. Why did that sound weird? As its crux was Zelda, who held a secret stone and traversed time.
Aha!
She made a momentous decision in those days gone by. I would have you know of the resolve she poured into that blade, the Master Sword.
Long ago, my people, known as the Zonai, came down from the heavens to the surface of the world. It was said they were descendants of gods. They bore treasures from these same gods, secret stones capable of amplifying the abilities of those who possessed them.
Secret Stones is a really stupid name. The more I hear it, the more I think it's really
Using the knowledge
dumb.
of the Zonai, my younger brother Rauru became a great leader. He met a young woman named Sonia, and they would wed.
And she was a furry.
Rauru gifted Sonia one of the secret stones. Together, they sought to establish their kingdom. This is how the Kingdom of Hyrule, with Rauru and Sonia as its first king and queen, came to be. The future looked bright. However, tragedy suddenly struck. A man of great evil emerged from the desert. The leader of the Gerudo, Ganondorf, killed Queen Sonia and stole her secret stone. Using the secret stone, Ganondorf transformed into the Demon King. He then created swarms of monsters and attacked. Hyrule rose up to face these threats, but the evil power driving the monsters forward was staggering. The defenders were on the brink of defeat. Rauru then came up with a plan to turn the tide of the war. He entrusted secret stones to warriors with exceptional abilities. They became sages and united in an effort to finally defeat the Demon King. Rauru and the sages outnumbered the Demon King and should have been able to stop him. However, the Demon King's power had grown far beyond anything we could have imagined. I was unable to withstand his strength. Our fight appeared all but lost. And then, Rauru. He committed himself to one final act.
That pride will be your downfall, Ganondorf!
Oh. He said, "Tag, you're it."
My heart and steal my magic. You plan to hold me here? A clever way to solve your problems. But are you ready to pay the price for this?
Don't be so smug. I know exactly what it will cost me.
Thousands of years will pass in the blink of an eye. You only delay the inevitable.
You're wrong. Years from now, someone will appear with the sword that seals the darkness. A swordsman with the power to defeat you. Link. Remember this name.
Link. Interesting. I look forward to meeting you.
Turned into a statue. Ah, that was the spiral that we saw in the original trailer. What, they were just there and his body rotted away? So it was just his hand?
Aha.
That's crazy. Charge used the imprisoning war. Though it took all we were able to give, we succeeded in imprisoning the Demon King. But I was wounded in the process, my body was soon to expire.
Well then.
That is when Zelda came to me, bearing a decayed and broken sword. Yes, you will recall how the Master Sword vanished from your hand at the Temple of Time. From there, it traveled into the distant past, appearing in Zelda's hands. And now you hold it once again. So you're going to tell me about Zelda turning into a dragon? Because I already know that part.
You're saying that sword traveled through time the same way you did?
Yes, but more importantly, in my original time, the Demon King was vulnerable to even the smallest piece of this sword.
Even someone like him has vulnerabilities. Then, what exactly are you suggesting we do with the sword?
Over time, the Master Sword is able to absorb sacred power. It can heal itself, and even grow stronger.
Curious. If we were able to empower it in that way, it could be the key to defeating the Demon King. But it could take centuries for that sword to grow strong enough. The power the Demon King wields. I do not see how this can be done. It would be impossible for you to provide it with sacred power for so long.
I can think of one way.
You mean?
Yes, I can do it. I have to.
I've told you. That act is forbidden, for a very good reason. It would mean throwing yourself away.
Oh, Minoru!
You won't be able to change back.
The moment I had the sword, I knew what to do. I knew this was why I came to this era. I want to restore the Master Sword and deliver it to Link.
I understand. You really have made up your mind? Very well then. As a Zonai, I bear my share of blame for these events. So I too will devote myself to this goal, and to this hero of yours. For the swordsman Link, I will do everything I can. Even if my body should perish, I will still be with you in spirit. Aha!
George, Zelda and I discussed strategy. We laid the groundwork for guiding you in the distant future.
Well then.
Before the Gloom's affliction took my life, I became a spirit and entered the Purapad. Then Zelda did what she felt she must and began the forbidden process. She believed you would use the Master Sword to defeat the Demon King and restore peace to Hyrule.
Aha!
You already have in hand the hope that Zelda left to you, the sword that seals the darkness, the Master Sword.
Well then.
Go now, Link. With the sword of hope that Zelda left to you, you will surely smite the Demon King Ganondorf. Vow of Minoru, Sage of Spirit. Proof of the Vow of Minoru, Sage of the Spirit. Use it to summon or dismiss the construct containing Minoru's spirit. That's a big-ass construct to summon. The time is at hand.
Aha!
I see that you already wield the Master Sword, Link. The Demon King is surely building his power somewhere in the world even now.
Aha!
You hold the Sword of Hope which Zelda left to you. The time for the final reckoning is close at hand. Let our combined might at last defeat the Demon King Ganondorf.
Well then.
I will remain here to perfectly tune this construct buddy that I might be ready for your confrontation. I've already sworn my pledge to you. Call upon me whenever you need of my strength. Okay. Well, I think that all that's left is to go and figure out where Ganon is. I'm sure there's going to be a final temple to go through, so I don't think that's something I can do right now. He's usually Ganondorf is hiding out in Hyrule Castle. That's not the case this time. I think we can actually see where he is. This is the area below Hyrule Castle in the depths, and you can just see this section of ruins peeking out under that. I'm guessing that if I fall through Hyrule Castle, I'm going to go through here and into these ruins, and that's where Ganondorf is going to be hiding out. So there's going to be a little bit of a trek there. So I think, for right now, this is actually not a bad place to stop for today. We got the final sage, did a whole shit ton of puzzles and exploring to find her. And now I can summon her anywhere I want, I think. Let me go outside, actually. I'm guessing now we just head back, yeah, to base and talk to the others. Let's just go anywhere. Let's go here. I wish the duplication glitch was still on. I'd use it to max out the levels of my favorite armor for the final fight. Because I'm still using this light armor because I was able to actually upgrade it before the duplication glitch disappeared. So, yeah, there it goes. Oh wow, you're not a ghost. Mizwa has granted you the power to summon a construct. You're not a ghost like the other ones. I guess that's cooler looking. Damn, these spike balls are really detailed. I never really stopped to look at them. Well, that's cool. I don't think I'll be using you too much because you're kind of sucky, really. Well, I don't know. Maybe you're stronger now that you have the gem, the secret stone. But okay. I do think I'm going to cut out there. Good progress, I think. I think next time will be our final stream, though, because we're just going to go straight to Hyrule Castle, jump in that hole, and do the final dungeon, beat the final Ganon, and see how the story ends. But yeah, for right now, I think I'll leave it there. I might do that tomorrow. I know I'm playing Sons of the Forest on Thursday. I think that's the day we decided to look into that game. I need to ask Dana if she's going to be joining us. But I'll be free tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. So we might just go ahead and try to finish this on. We'll see. If not, then it probably won't be until like next week because it's going to be a busy weekend. But yeah, for now, if you're anybody still here, thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys for coming by, Bagel and Mayuna, and anybody else that dropped by. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, we'll wrap this up next time. I might hop into the group chat for a little bit and hang out for just a bit, but if anybody's free. But for now, I go. Bye, everyone.